Welcome back. It's just gone 2 o'clock. We're live for our second hour of the brand new world launch of the Stamp and Spin in the beautiful fuchsia that you've got now. So let me do the bundles and we're going to cram loads of demos in this hour. Thank you for joining us and giving us your company. The Stamp and Spin, it also comes with the stamps as well that you are seeing here. This is an exclusive bundle. 2 sets of stamps and a stencil and the Stamp and Spin. Exclusive deal, world launch, can't get it anywhere else. And look at the price. £49.99. 2 split pays of just over £29. The stamp and stencil alone, if you buy them today at their drop-down price, would be £37.97. So for £12, just over £12, you're also going to get the brand new Stamp and Spin. This is the way to get that bundle. There are many other ways. Go and shop on the website for all of those. If you want to get this bundle, though, with the exclusive stamps and stencils, YIXC02 is your item number you're looking at on this one. Jump to the phone, tap the app, or jump to the web as well. Many ways of checking out your baskets, but don't leave it too late. Right. Got any questions? I know I keep saying this, but if you've got them, get them in now. Let's go over to Jess for more demonstrations. Where are we starting now, Jess Lovely?
Okay, let's have a look how we can make like backgrounds and patterns and things with your Stamp and Spin. So it's not just for wreaths, it's not just for your circles. You can actually make full-on backgrounds, and it's so easy to do. So
I only got a question about this.
Yeah,
I answered the question at the same time. So Christine has sent a comment in going, hi Adam and Jess. My stamp and press. Love my stamp and press. But just bought a second one.
I love that.
Come on, get it in there. Come on, well done. I've forgotten how to do backgrounds. Help, please. Chris from Devon.
Perfect timing.
Look at this.
We'll sort that for you. And you can do this with like pretty much any of the stamps that I'm going to show you. I'll show you 2 different ways that you can do it as well with like your sentiments as well. So I am just going to take this butterfly and I'm going to place it kind of not directly in the middle. I want it so there's a bit of a gap. So there's a bit of a space in the center. I may as well ink it up while I'm here. This is another way that you can ink it up. Like I just do it like as kind of it's on the tool when I'm like re-inking it and stamping it multiple times, but you can do it this way if you're just doing it a couple of times. And we're gonna stamp. And then instead of doing every single segment, we're gonna do every 2. So again, rubber, sorry. I'm chucking things everywhere. So we're gonna ink it up and stamp it, and then 1, 2, ink it up and stamp it. And I know you can't really see it at the moment because it's in the center, but we're going to then move it and start to work our way out. So again, ink it and stamp. So that is the start workings of our pattern. Then we're going to take it off and we're going to place it down and fill in the gaps. So again, we're going to ink it and stamp it. 1, 2. Ink it, and it's going to really quickly become a pattern that you will be able to see, and it just means that you haven't got to put it every single time. You haven't got to move it around. So once you've done 4, again, you want to take it off, reposition it however you kind of want it, just kind of fill in those gaps basically. Again, but it'll come together really quickly. And if you feel like you want to add 2 stamps on there, you can do that. I'll show you an example where I've done that. But just make sure you're doing it every 2, so it's almost like in quarters. And that is what's going to give you that repeat pattern almost. So again, we're just going to take it off.
It's nice to be random, not random.
Yeah, it's like, it kind of looks random, but you know that it's still uniformed and it's...
Struggle with random.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
Yeah. And you can make it like as uniformed or not as you like. Like I'll show you with the sentiments. That one is a little bit more kind of uniformed when you go to do that as a pattern, but it still looks really cool because that's more of like a square design. So I'm back at the beginning. I'll just do a couple more. and you'll kind of see. And then I tend to like go all the way out pretty much to the edge of the circle, to the edge of the paper, and then I'll cut it down like, and I'll use it for backgrounds on cards or whatever. I'll show you some examples of things that I've done with the patterns, because there's so many things you can do with these. So you can kind of see, like that's already started to form a kind of square design, but you can keep going and keep going, and you can kind of make really fun designs with that. Another way you can kind of zhuzh up your patterns as well is take your stencil and stamp plate, and you can actually use this as like a palette. So you can pop your ink on there, excuse me, as long as it's not like a waterproof ink. This is just a water based ink. Just spray it with some water, and then I can take it with my palette knife, and you just create like a little kind of fleck effect, a little splatter effect, and you can actually use that as a palette, which is really nice, and it literally just wipes off. And you can do that for your watercolors or whatever you like. I just take baby wipes or even just a piece of kitchen roll or whatever and wipe that off, and it comes off straight away with those kind of water-based inks, which is great. But from there, obviously, you can then go and you can make, I've made bookmarks with that, which is super cute. So you can literally chop that down and place that in a bookmark. I just popped a tassel on there. You can do cards. So obviously I said you could use 2 different kind of stamps. So that would just be a case of filling in the gaps and then placing everything just a little bit more wide when you're doing your pattern. You could then create notebook covers, whatever you want to do. And then you could even turn it into like box lids and party bags and things like that. Honestly, there's so many different things that you can do with it. I'll show you quickly. Have we got time if I show you?
Yeah,
well, yeah, I know we've got time.
What do you mean you've got time? But we've got hours on these tips.
Sorry, that was a silly question, wasn't it? Well, I'm going to use just the back of my card, and that just shows you that there's no residue on the back of there either. So I'm going to actually use that to show you the next pattern that I'm going to create. And it shows like, I'm going to use that to stamp on. There's no residue left behind from my sticky grid sheet, which is great. I'm just going to wipe my stamp and spin. And then again, working with that pattern, that quarter segment, we can take one of the sentiment stamps and let's place that. So we can place this kind of like really work into those quarters. I'm just going to, it's a bit damp now. That's my fault. I should have bought tissues. And then, so we're going to work with the quarter kind of situation. And ink that up. Where's my black ink? There it is. And this is a really quick and fun way to create a kind of birthday pattern card. Oh, thank you. That's my fault for not bringing any tissue.
You ask it.
Nah, it just magically appears here. It's great.
Only on my watch.
Literally. There we go. So 1. So that's 1, 2. And then ink that up again. Stamp it. 1, 2. Ink that up. Stamp it. Oh, I think I messed up there. Oh, I did. That's my fault. Let's start again.
Why? What happened?
I didn't click it into the click, so like I just kind of like pushed it ever so slightly too far. So that's my fault for not, I wasn't paying attention, I was chit-chatting. But don't worry about it. It just means that you really need to kind of feel that click. Like you will feel it. That's just me being a silly goose. There we go.
As you said that. That third hour was looking on the edge then all of a sudden.
A silly goose. But these things happen.
No,
it's okay.
it does.
There we go. It's just you've got to really feel that click. So you can see, again, we're starting to create that pattern. So I'm then going to place that there. So this one, like I said, is a little bit more uniformed than using things like a flower or a butterfly or something like that. But it looks really cool when you chop it down and create like a card front or something from it. So simple, but really.
But because the platform itself has got no edges, you could go big. like
Yeah.
wrapping paper.
Oh,
You
yeah,
could go
yeah. That is a great thing about that. Yeah, that's a good point because you could go 12 by 12.